Hi everyone, welcome to Reiki Healing and Wellness Studio by Neha Baluja. In today's session, I will be discussing about Reiki Level 1. So I know a lot of you have been waiting for the Reiki Level 1 video. So now here it is. And apologies, I was a bit busy earlier, so I couldn't make more videos. But this one will give you a brief understanding on how to practice Reiki healing on yourself, on others. So let's get started. Okay, so in this session, I will be discussing about the Usui Reiki. Okay, I will discuss some foundations, how you can use self-healing skills. You will learn about chakra techniques. You'll learn how to balance your energy and practice Reiki healing. Okay, so let's talk about Mikao Usui, the Japanese founder of Reiki. He got his spiritual awakening at Mount Kurama in 1922, and since then it is spread worldwide as a holistic healing practice. Okay. Now, what do you mean by Rei? Okay, let's bifurcate Reiki now. So Rei means universal and Ki means life energy. So the purpose of Reiki is to heal on a physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual level. Okay, it promotes relaxation, reduces your stress, clears your energy blockages, and supports natural healing. So, when science fails, Reiki starts its magic. So, practitioners channel energy through their hands, and the recipients who receive the Reiki energy will often feel a warmth or a tingling sensation or a deep sense of calm. Okay. Now, what are the five principles of Reiki? Let's understand. So, five principles of Reiki are expressed as that just for today, I will not be angry. Just for today, I will not worry. Just for today, I will be grateful. Just for today, I will do my work honestly. Just for today, I will be kind to each and every living being around me. So, these are the five principles of Reiki that help us understand that we all are spiritual beings and we are connected to oneness. And this healing energy is so powerful that it can heal any disease, it can heal any emotional imbalance. You know, it can help you manifest so many things in life. Okay. Now, let's talk about the level 1 Reiki symbols. Okay. On the right hand side, you see the first symbol, also known as Chokure. It is the power symbol. It is like a coil or spiral down over a vertical line. Now, this amplifies your Reiki energy. It provides you protection, cleansing. It's often used to focus energy on a specific area. It's often drawn at the start of the session to make sure that you're protected, your energy is clear, to strengthen the energy. It can be, drawn over your food, your water, your spaces. Basically, it's there to purify your environment, okay, and give you the positive energy of Reiki. Second is called the Sihiki symbol. Sihiki, if you see the second image right here, the Sihiki symbol is also known as the harmony symbol. Okay. It says God and man become one. So you're not separate from the oneness. You're a part of that oneness, the higher spiritual energy. And it looks like a wave or a zigzag pattern with a curve. Okay. And so it you can balance emotions, your mental states by often drawing the symbol over you, over your heart chakra. You can draw it on other people as well. It helps release negative emotions and patterns. It supports healing or emotional trauma and stress. Okay. Now, you can use this working on emotional healing. It will calm your anxiety, you know, and once you start doing affirmations, you will see an overall change in the way you think, in the way you live life. Okay. Now, let's move forward. Now, here are some ethical guidelines for conducting Reiki sessions. So, whenever you're conducting Reiki sessions, you have to make sure that client confidentiality is very important and you're taking their consent before sessions. So, for example, you may ask the client to repeat it after you. that I claim this energy. So you're taking their consent before you give sessions. You just can't do Reiki over each and anyone around you without their consent. They should be open to receive the Reiki healing. Of course, if someone who you feel that is not able to give you the consent and they need it in a medical situation, you can do it for them because you're sending them positive energy, but you're not doing it to manipulate others. Okay. So you have to adhere to professional boundaries. So ensure continuous self supervision. And whenever you're doing Reiki, you have to make sure the other person is feeling okay, feeling too overwhelming, he is feeling good. And you're just checking on them basically while doing Reiki session. Okay. Let's talk about the practice techniques now. Of course, I'm not saying that you have to have a very lavish space, but a sacred space means that it's a quiet, clean, and a comfortable environment. It should have soft lighting, a calming music if you can, play some incense sticks, some essential oils if desired. You have to ensure privacy and make sure that there are minimal distractions. Okay. Then you have to prepare the practitioner, who is you, of course. So you have to center yourself while doing meditation or breathing exercises. Set a clear intention to channel Reiki energy for the recipient. Highest good. Wash your hands and maintain a calm, grounded presence. Third step is you have to prepare the recipient, the person who's receiving energy from you. Okay. Invite them to relax, remove the shoes, jewelry if comfortable, explain the process briefly, ease their anxiety before you get started. Position them on lying down in a seated, relaxed posture. They can even sit, they can even lie down as per their comfortability. Then you have to set an intention that you are affirming a healing intention. This session will heal his or her any personal issues they may have, like physical challenges, emotional challenges, spiritual level challenges. Recipient should also set an intention before they start the session. They need to aim for what they want to achieve during the session in their minds. Okay. Then let's talk about the energy alignment. So you'll start with the prayer, location of the energy, and you'll see it passing from the crown chakra to the root chakra. And then you'll place your hands on each and every position where the healing is required. And let the session flow, complete your session. And then after that, ask the client to do a little bit of deep breathing, come back to the present moment, and then you'll close the session by gently withdrawing your hands, thanking the Reiki energy, and offer water and allow time to integrate their thoughts. If they have any questions, you can be more than happy to answer them. And that's how you conduct your first Reiki session. Let's talk about the chakras now. Now let's talk about chakras. For chakra scanning, I've also made a detailed video about it. I'll put the link in the description for you to watch that video. And if you have any questions, you can always put it in the comment section. Okay. Now, the purpose of chakra scanning is to detect imbalances and blockages in the 7 chakras. Okay. Now, practitioner will hover their hands over each and every chakra from root to the crown, and then you may feel certain sensations like heat, tingling, heaviness, resistance, and from there we are going to see what kind of issue you're having, right? Which chakra is blocked, which chakra is open, where we need to work more, and things like that. Okay, so it will guide the practitioner to focus Reiki energy where healing is most needed. Then we'll talk about the aura scanning. It'll be a complete different video to understand aura scanning later. But for now, just understand aura scanning is to detect the disturbances in the energy field around you. Okay. So practitioner will slowly move your hands around 6 to 12 inches away, will scan your aura layers, subtle vibrations in the energy field, and it will identify the areas of stress, emotional tension, energetic depletion. Okay. So that's aura scanning. Let's go further and talk about the hand positions. So, whenever you're doing Reiki, your hand positions impact the overall experience for the client. Okay, what are the basic hand positions? So, you'll start from the head and the face. your hands over the forehead, the temples, the eyes. It will support relaxation, give you mental clarity. Stress will release automatically. Okay, you'll experience that during the session. Then we talk about the throat and shoulders. You'll put your hands over the throat or rest on the shoulders. This will encourage communication, ease tension, balances the throat chakra. And then from there, you'll go to the heart chakra, then the solar plexus, then the sacral area which is your lower abdomen. It will strengthen your confidence. It will, work on improving your digestion, your personal power, right? So all these positions will make sure the energy will flow through all these areas and make sure that you're receiving healing in all the aspects of life. Okay. So, for example, you place your hands on the chest or the heart, or hover your hands over the chest and the heart. You will see that it will promote instant healing, compassion. Your heart chakra will open, Reiki energy will flow so smoothly. Okay. And then we talk about attunement. So, attunement is a very important step when you start practicing Reiki, because a master who is well trained, okay, will attune you first so that your energy is channeled. It is linked to the master's energy. And talk about attunement. A certified master will attune you for your first level, okay, which we also call as Shodan or Reiki initiation. And this will open your energy channels to Reiki. It will connect you to the universal life force energy, which is a very important step when you start your journey. It will focus on self healing, healing others through touch, right? So the master will sync his or her energy with your energy, and then you will be attuned, you will be connected to that infinite Reiki energy, and then you can start. Okay, so there's quite a lot of things that we'll discuss going forward, but sometimes there may be heightened sensitivity to energy. Emotional cleansing is very important. Your intuition will increase. You'll notice there'll be a lot of inner peace. Acceptance would be there. You will find a stronger connection between you and the universal energy. Okay, so things that feel difficult will start feeling easy, accomplishable. Um, and after initiation, you have to make sure that you are practicing Reiki for at least 21 days. Okay. And you're doing it on your friends, your family, but start with yourself first. Okay. So this process, like I said, is conducted by a Reiki master in a sacred, quiet environment, and it includes meditation, prayer, some attunement rituals. And from there, it will channel the Reiki energy into your crown, heart, chakra, hands, everywhere in the body. Okay. Okay, I think we're almost at the end of this session. So this was a brief introduction video on how level 1 works. If you want to attune yourself, you can always contact me. I'll be more than happy to open your Reiki channels, get you connected with the divine energy, make you feel more confident, heal all the aspects of your life, and make you a channel for healing energy. So, if you have any questions, you can always get back to me, and I'll be more than happy to take it forward. And yeah, don't forget to watch that chakra scanning video. It will give you more insights how chakras work, And thank you so much for listening today. Have a great day. I'll be back soon with another video with more insights, more information on the self help healing channel.